let's get talking about the minor pentascale. Before, for our major pentascale, we had do, re, mi, fa, so. Starting on do, we moved up a tone, a semitone, and then a tone. But as we discussed in the preliminary class, the third note, mi, gets flattened down to what we call me when we're in a minor environment. So in this case, do, re, mi, the E flat, will help us hear that we are in minor tonality or a minor environment. We're going to continue with the same fa and the same so as the major pentascale, but the tone and semitone relationship has been shifted now. Starting on do, we've now moved up a tone, a semitone, and then a tone, and then a tone. Again, we have more tones than semitones, but it's important to know where that semitone needs to be placed to give you the sound of a major or a minor pentascale. So here we have it, do, re, mi, fa, so. Again, I can start these ear tests on the root, third, or fifth. Do, mi, or so. Put them together, and in this case, you have a minor chord, also known as a minor triad because it has 3 notes. As we go through these courses, we're going to be discussing more and more how solfege syllables change based on the sort of color or tonality that we're trying to give them. So I mentioned in the preliminary class that when we flatten a solfege syllable, most of the time it takes on an A sound. T flattened is te. La flattened is le. In this case, mi flattened is going to be called me. So now we're working with do, re, mi, fa, so, where our ear tests can start on the root, do, the third, or what is specifically known as the minor third or flat third, mi, or our top note in this case, so. So we can start on any one of those for our ear tests, and again, these are referred to as tonal pillars. Think of them loosely like magnets, where anything that isn't one of these magnets is a little piece of metal that wants to find its way to one of those magnets. As you move forward and do these ear tests, it's highly encouraged that whenever I give you either do or your home base chord, try to sing your do. So if I give you a chord and then the first note of an exercise, it's going to be harder if you haven't already sang your do. So for example, do, here's our do, da, we can hear it's different, it's higher up, so I know it's not going to be do. Anyway, just trying to be encouraging so that when you do your ear tests and sing back and all that stuff in the future, just make sure you know where your do is, and the best way to do that is to sing it each time you're provided with that do or your home base chord. That's it for our minor pentascale overview. I'll see you in the next class.